Today is Tuesday, February 1 billionth, 2005x4, and this is the Pastel Pony Podcast, by which I mean it is Tuesday, February 21st, 2012, and this is the next episode of Pastel Pony Podcast. Today, I have Mobius with me again.
Hello?
So, I only have a couple of things to talk about this week, and when you see 6 Angry Mares, you will understand why. It is extremely long, and it makes me want to go to sleep now, just thinking about it.
Well, it's about an hour and a half long.
The original recording. It's now... I edited so much out, it's actually down to almost an even hour.
Wow, there
so
you
I
go.
cut almost 30 minutes worth of stuff out.
30 minutes? I think you might have removed an element of you screaming, the blood vessels popping, that pain and suffering gets transposed onto the mic for all the audience to enjoy.
Yeah, those are in the outtakes now. So, there's only 2 real things other than the chatlog that I have to talk about today, and 1 review. The first thing is, this isn't a big deal, but it's a bit of news, and it will impact the podcast slightly. First thing first, the hub is changing the schedule. I don't know how many of you have seen this. Mobius, did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it 1 o'clock in the afternoon now?
I believe it's 2 o'clock in the
2
afternoon.
o'clock? It's sometime mid-afternoon, but the issue with this for me is that means some Saturdays I would work a shift where I would be able to see the episode when it aired. Now, regardless of which shift I work, if I work on Saturdays, I won't be able to catch the episodes, and that means no chat log. People can either email me a chat log, or it can just be whenever I have that weekend off. We'll figure something out. Let me know in the comments. That's the way things work around here. So, the only other thing that I have before we get to the chat log, because today's a real short day, because you get an hour-long video that you guys requested, plus what I just posted, because this is Monday, technically, for us. We're speaking to you from the past. The other thing was that I read 1 new fic this week besides checking out some of my viewers' fics, which was The Friend Zone. I thought it was awesome. Mobius, you had said something right before I started this.
My question being that with a fic name Friend Zone, that means it's either going to be very light and very hilarious as a comedy, or depressing and horribly painful. And he told me the answer was yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I was hoping that it would be kind of like the Twilight Zone, but it wasn't. It was more like what the Friend Zone is, and for those of you who don't speak English as a first language, it's a colloquialism describing that place that you don't want to be when you're trying to date someone.
Mm-hmm.
Basically stuck as a friend. And they take it to an extreme and describe it as a form of magic, which forces you to stay as friends. It's fun stuff.
Hold on, wait. Stay as friends, or stay as friends only when there's when there's an undertone of unrequited sexual frustration?
No, it actually works both ways. So that was something, they described the friend zone as something that kept them together during Discord despite all the craziness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also something that keeps Dash and Pinky apart. So there is a little bit of shipping, but they don't actually do anything. However, the funniest part is when when they first figure it out, and Dash is trying to test the assumption that the friend zone can be forcibly broken with Twilight when Spike walks in.
Interesting.
It's definitely a candidate for one of the rated cupcakes nights, as well as about 8,000 clop fics that are just hilarious beyond belief.
True. Speaking of fics, we brought this up. It's been a while, and I'd like to actually read this at the end.
Oh my goodness. So anyways, before we get to the chat log, Mobius, do you have any fics you'd like to review that you've been reading lately?
Primarily, the only 2 fics I've been reading would be Project Rise. I've read at least 37 chapters of Project Rise.
Yeah, you're actually further than me right now.
It's longer than Lord of the Rings, and I have to say I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, same here. And thus Frodo did walk to Mount Doom, the end. Oh my god, I finished it. But anyways, and what was the other?
Shit, what else have I been reading? I'm just now finishing up Allegraza because they just posted the last chapter.
Yeah, it was very happy. You said you were reading Much a Hoof, too.
Yes, Butterscotch Sunday actually I think is one of the best examples of how an author will include the different purviews and perspectives and value systems of each character. In Project Horizons, you're primarily having the story through the eyes of Blackjack. The original followed Equestria, you're having it through the eyes of Little Pip. She's recalling the entire story. In Much Ado About Nothing, you're very much hearing the .E6 main characters portrayed in there.
She does it very well.
Yes.
I think Butterscotch Sunday is a she, right?
Yes.
Okay.
English teacher, Australia.
Awesome. That's the way that the fics work. Mobius will find something awesome and show it to me, and then I'll find something and show it to him, and so basically we end up reading the same fics.
Now, very rarely do we ever branch out at random directions and find fics unless they played upon some of our existing stuff. Like, I'll probably read the Doctor Who series after this.
One of these days I'm going to get you reading MLE. One of these days.
One of these days.
You don't trust my writing. So I suppose that will bring us to the chat log. Would you like to do your thing first or the chat log?
Let's do the chat log first.
All right. For those of you wondering, before we get to the spoilers, the thing that Mobius is talking about is a couple weeks ago when we posted an episode during the hiatus, Mobius and I were rather tipsy and decided to come up with an interesting concept for a fanfic, which actually got written as a crackfic, and that is finished and going to be read to you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like, you're getting an episode and a half, almost 2 episodes today.
Yay!
Yay! So, chat log, spoilers! Spoilers, peoples. Jumping the shortcake. Tasty.
My eyes!
Here comes the best part of the week!
I work out.
That's hot.
Socks are king.
Oh yeah, I'm so pumped up, go ponies!
Even foals love schadenfreude.
Wow, new characters actually reappearing.
I have no idea what this episode is about.
What is this, baby cakes too?
Beat that, Season 2 Luna.
I wanted Spike, not babies.
It is irresponsible to feed your children to the polar bears.
Ronald McDonald now delivering diabetes to your front door.
Ronald was never so dirty.
How did you stop this effing interruption?
I love pancakes.
Ronald ate the other McDonald's characters.
The cow is back.
Scootaloo's dad?
Roseluck?
So many new voices.
Naming all the background characters.
What the fuck is this?
Smile.
Yes!
Song.
Yes!
Here we go.
Dinky!
I've never seen that many flashing smiles since Colgate Total Commercial.
I, for one, welcome our new friendship overlord.
Clones.
I don't care about Modern Warfare 3, give me ponies!
I love Pink Bipolar Pony.
Yeah, this song is right now being remixed.
All of my amazing.
I am so full of love right now.
I can't remember the last time I smiled like this.
I think I'm gonna die when this song ends.
Cranky Doodle Doo.
Pinky, I'll be your friend.
Cranky Doodle Donkey.
She really does know every pony and pony.
What's his cutie mark?
Why so serious?
That's smile.
Asses don't have cutie marks.
Pinky logic is inescapable.
Sing random song out of nowhere.
Pinky is the most mental disorder.
Fourth wall break with felt much?
Whoa, my fourth wall. Better get the vacuum.
Break all the fourth wall.
Nearly broke my screen trying to bro-hoof Pinky for the song.
Fanfiction based on Cranky is going to be made. Just you wait.
Dexter's Lab reference.
Then you're in the wrong place, buddy.
Respect my property!
Haha, a welcome wagon.
Welcome, buddies. Uncheck.
2 songs?
3 songs in 1 episode. Mother of God.
Power slide.
Pinky puppy eyes. Diabetes.
Damn songs.
A wig.
Bald.
This donkey is really, really bald.
Grasshead.
Ninja Pinky.
Bald.
Third spa pony.
Shiny donkey is shiny.
Love that new donkey shine.
A blonde toupee? Now he's fabulous.
Zelda brony bro-hoof.
His defense is weakened. Fire the friendship cannon.
Derpy in a globe.
Looking for Christopher Robin.
Sarcasm is now canon.
Stop bringing up bad memories, Pinky.
He's been searching it for his very special sun pony.
But don't they use fireflies?
An ornament slices through a rope? Screw logic.
At the end of this, I'm going to crack ship Pinky and Cranky.
She doesn't need your physics. She has a snow globe house.
Doctor Who's help.
Oh, Derpy, why you hide so well?
Oh, hi, Twilight.
So much continuity.
She actually hasn't left the library since episode 17.
Reading rainbow continuity.
Get out.
Defying gravity.
Bounce.
Pinkie Pie's reality-bending powers.
Can you apologize inside a chimney?
Pinkie goes at warp speed. Of course she's faster.
What the hell?
My crack ship got broken.
What the hell, Pinky? Stop defying magic.
Now kiss.
Doodle.
Ear boner.
Vector incoming.
Oh yeah.
Pinky Rocket.
Pinksplosion.
Sonic Pink Boom.
Friendsplosions.
Dear Princess.
Another song.
This episode is awesome.
Guys, mark it down. 75 more days until Pinky's birthday.
So, now that the chat log is done, what did you think of the episode?
I actually really liked it. I think for what it was, which is essentially 2 characters continually interacting for most of the story, they actually pulled it off really well.
Yeah, I actually have to start giving myself notes because I start to forget. That's how bad my mind is lately.
For once, I've seen the episode 3 times.
I've seen it twice. If I'd seen it a third, I'd probably be alright. The notes that I have for myself here are not even very helpful. The first one just says, her mind, it's made of felt.
It's because Pinky thinks in felt. Even when she's saying check, 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 or do everything I can to win Cranky over, she holds up a felt check.
She does.
It's animated, and she's holding up a felt check in the Ponyverse.
That means it's made of not her. It's made of a dimension higher than her existence.
I actually think it's
That's upsetting.
I actually think it's a mild form of schizophrenia.
Yeah, that works. I really liked the felt thing. Also, that apparently it was done in one of the random animators' basements.
Oh, that is outstanding.
Another thing that I had was, Celestia, she appeared out of a brick and a map.
She did, God. I was busy with family stuff, and I checked live stream just as she was shouting, really, 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 really. And when I logged in, it was just a wall of that.
That's a perfect time to log in. Oh, that's fantastic.
I think one of the best parts of the episode that really worked for me is the fact we got some insight on how Pinky's logic, or...
Mm-hmm.
She does have logic, but it's just specifically Pinky logic that goes on.
That's true.
The fact that, one, her reaction was, okay, Cranky Doodle isn't liking me, therefore I need to bring my A game and try even harder. This is why she's pushing boundaries so much.
And that brings me to a point, the last point that I had written down was, I absolutely love this episode because I love Pinky, but I finally understand why not everyone likes her. And one of my friends, the editor for my fic, Bronode, was telling me that part of his issue with her was she's really cool in the show, but he would never be able to get along with her in real life. And I completely agree with that. I love Pinky, but I don't think I could get along with her in real life. She's just too energetic.
See, I think I'll get along with her just fine. You know, with the exception that I probably have a PTSD flashback the first 5 minutes of meeting her. Here's the reasons that, last Saturday for me was a bad day. And I bring it in very heavy connotation, it was a bad day.
Yeah.
So seeing Pinky really, cross those personal boundaries. And as a veteran, I have boundary issues and angry issues. And my issues have issues. So when Pinky was just being this energetic ball of I'm in your face, I mean, my hairline trigger responses are going to carve out a divot in someone's trachea.
Yeah. That's more or less why I understand that not everyone loves her now. She's, as much as I love her, she was kind of really annoying. If I had been Cranky, I would have been pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Especially the fact that she legitimately doesn't see anything wrong when she goes on top of the flagpole. Says, this donkey is really bald.
That was the best part. True, though. Also, I love the Nyan Cat face she makes right before she explodes.
The fact that she can have some sort of sonic friendship boom come out of her butt and propel her. Or, I'm wondering, do you think that's not quite, some sort of rocket butt effect, and more like Rainbow Dash's rainbow trail effect? Where
yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, like all the Wonder Balls have a different effect.
The sparkly magic, though, I don't know about that.
I really think
Crazy
it's Pinky's
Earth ponies.
permutation of longer Pinky's sense of being an Earth Pony. And that's just the sort of magic that she has inherent within her.
That reminds me, did I tell you about A Dying Breed, the fic that Serial Velocity posted the first chapter of recently?
I read somewhere, it might have been you, that it's actually fairly well written.
Well, Serial Velocity is a good writer. It's just, the thing that really strikes me about it is the fact that magic has basically disappeared. They're off in the stars with cryostasis tubes because they can't travel for that long. Twilight has basically taken over for most of the government, from what I understand, and Celestia is deathly ill. And as a result, there's almost no magic left.
Oh, I remember reading that, how all unicorns apparently derive their magic from the energy of the sun.
Right.
And since Celestia is pretty much the psychopomp of the sun...
It's solar energy. Okay. I assumed it was from Celestia that they derive their magic. But
maybe not.
That would explain why they're going to other stars to try to steal their star energy. Their star power.
Look, if you look at the planet, everything here is powered by the energy of the sun.
That's
because
true.
it's powered by the energy of the sun, if that's going away or being disrupted in some kind, I mean, it's kind of like drawing power out of a socket when all the power grid's screwed up.
True. Would you like to move on?
Yes.
Any closing thoughts on that episode?
I really liked it more the second and third time around, just because that first time, it was really hard to separate seeing what was happening to Cranky and not getting pissed off. Overall, I liked the episode, especially, I like Pinky being crazy. It's just what I enjoy.
Pinky being crazy is the best of things. I love Pinky being crazy. Okay, so this begins the last portion of our broadcast, which is that crack fic that Mobius and... So thank you, Jacob. You're more than welcome to shamelessly take credit for this or completely deny that it's ever existed. Mobius, would you like to read the whole thing or do you want to switch off between paragraphs?
I would like to read the whole thing.
Alright, then I give the microphone to you, sir.
In the year of the current age, the month of Febtober, Pony Cyclopian was about to discover what it meant to be a hero. Pony Cyclopian is a high-class Earth Pony, Manhattan. He's brown Earth Pony with purple hair and monocle as a cutie mark, because he's rich and super smart. This is why he is called Pony Cyclopian, because he's okay, I can't even keep a straight face. Because he is and wears monocle and is smart like an encyclopedia.
Hold on. Before we continue, you told me, I believe, that this is not the way that this person writes. They had to be drunk to write it.
Yes, this person was... Jacob was 3 sheets to win when he wrote this and can't remember writing most of it.
I feel the need to try that the next time I'm drunk.
Today, Pony Cyclopian is gopping to see Tiling Sparkle because she is best pony, and Pony Cyclopian wants sure to be forever. So he goes to Ponyville and sees the Twilight Sparkle. Hello, Twilight. I am Pony Cyclopian, and I'm an rich pony, and I want you to be me little pony forever. Just then, Pinkie Pie bounds along and says, forever, with Pony Cyclopian, because that is just Pinkie Pie being Pinkie. Twilight rolls her eyes at Pinkie and says to Pony Cyclopian, I cannot be yours forever, because I am still student and need to be there for Celestia, because I am her student. And then, Pony Cyclopian says, okay. Pinkie, who was listening, says, oh no, my face is trolling. That means EQ to best ponies site ever has made new post and I gotta go. And then she leaves.
That's the best Pinkie sense ever.
Twilight says, oh no, I gotta go. I need to meet Rainbow Dash because today I'm teaching her to read. And Pony Cyclopian asks, can I go with you? And Twilight said, okay.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Twilight and Pony Cyclopian went to Rainbow Dash. They were surprised to see that Rainbow Dash and Trixie were having a brutal fist fight. The great and powerful Trixie is a unicorn, and they were having magic and are so much better than Pegasi and Trixie. Rainbow Dash delivered a jarring left hoof and yelled, oh yeah, I can fly! And she did only slightly, missing rock Trixie had thrown with her magic.
I'm not even sure what that sentence means.
Twilight and Pony Cyclopian, Kaplended, only saw in awe as this epic battle continued. Lightning from Rainbow Dash and Trixie's were flashing everywhere. Heavy blows were being traded back and forth until Rainbow Dash decided to unleash her most devastating attack of nuclear rambomb. And she flew high in the air and started streaking back down to gain momentum. And then, as she was nearing the ground, Trixie made a giant water slide of thin air, and Rainbow Dash flew right into it, and then ran into Trixie, who was waiting at the bottom. Rainbow hit Trixie with the force of a train, and then the two flew into a train that was charging through Ponyville. Boom! The two pony hit the train at speeds faster than light, knocking the train tracks hundreds of ponies to the doom. Twilight ran to the wreckage, looking for Rainbow Dash. Seeing her with the relieved, she looked okay, but then Pony Cyclopian said, oh noes, her head is not attached. Quick, before it gets worse. Reattach her head. Twilight picked up Rainbow Dash's head and with her unicorn magic, but could not find the body. So she say her legs, which were turned around the wrong way. But Twilight, but what is better for her legs to be wrong than her not? God, it's so hard. Oh God, gotta keep going.
Do you need help?
I will keep going. But wrong then for her not to have head, so used her magic to put her head on body, then passed out for magics. Pony Cyclopian coup that he had to get them both to Hospitalia. So he grabbed them both and took them both, waited to Twilight wake up. So Pony Cyclopian waited for her to wake up all night, and when she did, the morning Pony Cyclopian said, you passed out from the magics. And Twilight said, oh, it's Rainbow Dash okay? He said, you should see this. He took her to see Rainbow Dash. We took her to Rainbow Dash, but what was not Rainbow Dash, as well not of her. ... Rainbow Dash was now attached to the great and powerful Trixie! ! 111! !
This is even better than what we came up with.
Twilight, Sod, what is this I put you on? Your body is blue, I saw it. And the great and powerful Trixie said, I am blue too! And I do not like how Trixie is supposed to do her shows. How am I supposed to join the Wonderbolts if I don't have wings? Rainbow Dash's head said, how is Trixie supposed to know all through the two heads is better than one? And Rainbow Dash replied, well, I guess I quit when I'm ahead. Oh God,
look at this
horrible.
word. Try to pronounce that word. That's R-E bracket L-I-E-D.
I'll pronounce it bracket lead. It was then that Twilight did what no unicorn was ever supposed to do, and she used her magic to give herself the greatest face hoof possible. And that was only usable with unicorn magic. Pony Cyclopian saw this and knew what was going to happen, because he is smart pony. Or some pony. And knew the unicorns are told, unicorns are told in Magic Kindergarten not to face hoof in magic, or they will clop their eyes out, so used his face to intercept it, and the magic was too strong, and killed Pony Cyclopian. Twilight said, oh no, Pony Cyclopian cannot die. I knew I'll send my magic's failsafe to save him. And so she did when she cast failsafe's spell, and the magic reached all over Equestria. But from all the magic she used today, it was wrong. Instead of making spell happen, no, it all still gave her the face hoof, but took Pony Cyclopian's eye! ! 11!
That was phenomenal. I love that. We need to do more of those.
That has to be one of the most outstanding fanfics I've ever read. Jacob, you're out amazing stuff when you're drunk.
We need to do more of these. This will have to become an actual thing for the podcast. Maybe not all the time, but every once in a while. So that was, what was this episode even called?
I don't know. It's Febtober something.
No, the one from this past week.
A Friend Indeed?
That's right. This episode was for A Friend Indeed and Pony Cyclopian. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Vos de Sueños and
Mobius.
Signing off. Safe travels, every pony.